Wait, I ain't did this in so long. It's one hand. Hey Glam Fam, welcome back. As you can tell from the title today, as you can tell from the title today, we're gonna be talking about Baddies West. My bad, y'all. I haven't done the intro in forever. Like, I can't even get this out. Okay. Today, I am going to be giving my review on Baddies Africa. Because East was how many seasons ago? So I don't know why I said that. Or did I just say West? Whatever. Either way. Yeah, we're going to be talking about Baddies Africa. Well, just my thoughts on the season so far. I don't think I ever finished reviewing Midwest either. Yeah, Baddies is kind of, I feel like I've said this in one of my previous videos, but it's kind of getting dark to me. Like, it's just taking a turn for the worse. I originally, you know, when I first started this channel, originally I was just doing housewives content, and then every once in a while I would do like love and hip hop or some Bad Girls Club stuff or whatever, other stuff from reality TV, but my main thing was housewives. But like once I started doing like BGC baddie stuff here and there, a lot of people started asking for it more. And since I was like, well, you know what, since I watched the show, I might as well just review it. But at this point, I kind of watch it the same way I watch Basketball Wives. And I still watch Basketball Wives, but I just, like, I catch it whenever I catch it type of situation. Because Baddies, they have lost the plot. They have lost the plot. I don't feel like, mind you, I don't really think they ever had a real plot. But it's just taking a complete turn for the worse. Like, it's getting really bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. If you probably can hear all them cars driving by and stuff. Sorry, I'm sitting by my window. Okay, so let's get into it. First, we're gonna start, well, should I just go ahead and wrap up my opinion? No, we not. Midwest is so far gone, it's fine. We're just gonna go ahead and skip to Africa. So I'm just gonna give my thoughts on what's going on so far. What am I gonna start with first? I guess I'll just talk about the cast. Okay, let's start with Natalie. Okay, I feel like Natalie is like low-key over it, in my opinion. Like, she don't stay with them anymore. She don't really know what's going on. She don't know the new girls. She don't try to get to know them. She don't even know their names. Like, I think there was a live, or maybe this was on the show. I don't remember. This was like pretty recent though. And it was Natalie like talking about the new girls or something, and she just could not get their name. She was just like, was it Coke? No, it was, what's that girl? No, like, she don't even know these girls. She's not trying to get to know them at all. I feel like she is just completely over it. I don't really know what's going on with them. I don't know if y'all remember, but like a little bit before the season aired, a bunch of stuff came out where Natalie was exposing Lemmy, and she went live saying she was being held hostage, and it was a little bit scary. I was actually a little bit scared for Natalie. But at that point, I kind of realized, ooh, it's a lot of, like, you know what stuff going on behind the scenes, but it's like a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. And Natalie is not the type of person that really crash out like that. Like, Natalie does not mind being a bad guy. She's really not the type of person that's gonna go on live and expose and say, oh, I didn't have anything to do with that. That was da-da-da and da-da-da-da. Like, she don't really mind taking the heat for stuff. Like, even if she didn't do it, she don't really care. She don't mind being a bad guy. So when she went live and did that, that was just very weird to me. I'm actually a little bit scared for Natalie. I am. And then we see in the trailer, Diamond is gonna sneak her at the end of, well, I mean, that's not really anything new, but it just seemed like security not really protecting Natalie no more. And I know that y'all don't want that, you know, if you feel like whether she's the boss or the CEO or not, you got to get in the paint, you know, especially being as messy as you are. But usually security would protect her. It seemed like security just letting everybody beat up on her. So I don't really know what's going on with Baddies, but it just seems like Natalie is completely checked out. But I guess not, because then this other stuff just came out the other day with her doing this fake press conference for Baddies USA. But I don't know. I just feel like deep down, she has to be sick of this. Natalie has to be sick of this. Is she 40 or she is very close. If she's not 40, she's very close. Like, you have to be sick of doing this at some point. As far as Natalie, like, I don't really have an opinion on her. I know I just said a bunch of stuff, but honestly, I don't really have an opinion on her, because she's kind of been the same person since Bad Girls Club. So it's like, I don't know. She's just Natalie. But honestly, I feel like she's probably getting sick of Baddies. But if Natalie leaves Baddies, then what? I don't really know who else is gonna take over. I don't feel like Rolly could do it. I mean, she could because the girls respect her. But when she had power over Slim, we see how that went. So I don't know if we want Rolly in control. Scotty, who's gonna listen to Scotty? Yeah, if Natalie leaves Baddies, I don't really know what's gonna happen, but I feel like she's kind of over it, and she should be. But hey, girl, we've been telling you for years to stay behind that camera, so you didn't want to, so hey. That's Natalie. Rolly. Actually, I should just go ahead and skip the Natalie, Rolly, Scotty's, huh? Because, yeah, we just gonna go ahead and skip them. Who else? Tavi. Okay, let's start with Tavi. I don't like Tavi. I really, really don't. And I hate to call women like aggressive and angry, especially black women. I hate to call black women that, but dang, Tavi, you make it so easy. I feel like she's one of those people where like her bark is like way bigger than her bite. Like, she sounds intimidating, she looks intimidating, but when you actually fight her, it's like nothing really happens. Like, she fought Cold Killer how many times? She looked completely fine. Actually, Tavi ended up bleeding. Her mouth was bleeding, her face was bleeding. So she really don't be doing no damage. So I don't know. This is her bark and this is her bite. So I mean, I don't really care for Tavi. I do like how she stands on business and defends herself and stuff like that, but I feel like she put herself into all of those situations. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, she came in picking a fight with Diamond on behalf of Natalie. And then when it came to her fighting what do they call them? The Pretty Three? Is that what they call them? The Pretty Three. What was she even fighting them for? I don't even remember the first few episodes for real. I think she was fighting them for Elsie. But then she got mad at Elsie because Elsie got mad at her for making up with them. So I don't really understand Tavi. To me, it just seemed like she was trying to be friends with everybody. If anybody remember the first, I don't know if this was the first or second episode or whenever they was looking for their rooms, she was rooming with Elsie and Russian Cream. She took her name off the door and she tried to room with the big three. So she just gives like, she just be trying to be buddy-buddy with whoever. Dolly has been throwing shade at her since episode 1. And it took Dolly actually snatching her chain for her to run up on her. Like, Dolly, like, it's been clear that Dolly didn't like her from the time she tried to be in their room. So, I mean, I don't know. Tavi just gives like, she trying to be everybody's friend. I think she's scared of Ivory. I think the whole house is scared of Ivory, but we can talk about that when we get to her. But yeah, I just think she's one of those people who like does all that loud talk, aggressive talk to be intimidating, so you don't actually have to fight, because she really can't fight. But she's, I do feel bad. I kind of feel bad because she don't really have nobody in the house, but at the same time, That is 100% her fault. Like, yeah, you feel bad for her, but then when you like go back and watch it, it's like, girl, you put yourself in all of these situations, because you be walking around here like somebody's supposed to be scared of you. So really, that's how she be ended up in the majority of her situations. So I don't know that I feel bad for her, but I mean, she's okay. She's not my least favorite. I wouldn't mind seeing her back, but yeah, I just don't feel bad for her. Like, I don't feel like anybody's ganging up on her. I don't feel like Lex is bullying her. I don't feel like LCK and Russian betrayed her. I feel like she is the cause for every situation she is in. So it is what it is. Next, we can just go ahead and say Elsie. I don't know why Elsie is there. Honest. Well, actually I do, because she is the VP's daughter. So, and I'm pretty sure that is the only reason she is there. You know, they probably needed the connection. And he said, okay, as long as you put my daughter on Baddies with this horrible wig. I'm really mad that she keeps like talking like she's this big dog and do you know who I am and all of this stuff, and she can't present herself a little bit better. Like, them wigs are crazy, disrespectful. She can't fight. She be lying. Well, okay, that's one thing I will give Tavi. I will give Tavi the situation with Elsie, because Elsie just kept lying to her. She lied to her and said she got jumped, and then she questioned her on being cool with Cold Killer, and then when Tavi went downstairs and got into it with Cold Killer, Elsie running down there and talking about, we wasn't talking about you. Yes, y'all were. So you know what? I give Tavi that. That's the only thing I would give her. Elsie played her. For whatever reason, Elsie played all in her face. She doesn't need to be there, but we know why she's there. Next, Russian Cream. I don't care for her, but I don't think she deserves as much of the hate that she's getting, if that makes sense. She is messy. She is a bit messy. She loves to run her mouth and stir stuff up. But that's kind of all she do. That's really all she do though. And she don't be saying nothing crazy. Like when she was talking about Elsie, saying she was weird, or she said she was prettier than the big three, or when she told Choco that production would edit her fight and got towed up by Rolly for that. But yeah, she is a little bit messy. So I understand why people don't like her, but like, she don't really deserve all the hate she be getting, in my opinion. Like, she kind of really do be trying to stay out the way. In my opinion, like, she really just be trying to mind her business. Like, yeah, she run her mouth sometimes. They all do. They all messy. They all talk about people. I don't really feel like she deserves the hate that she gets. But she brings nothing to the show. She doesn't need to be there. If you remember her audition, we also know how she got there. So yeah, next, let's just do the whole Pretty Three total. Cold Killer, who was allegedly a colorist. K-Rican, who looks like Nunu. And Fauna. Okay, so originally coming on, I honestly feel like they was kind of forced to be a trio, because Dolly was just being a hater and just being weird and just intimidated for no reason. So they kind of got forced into the trio, but like, I still don't like them like that. Is it just me? I really, really tried. Especially Fauna. I tried my hardest to like Fauna. Fauna disappointed me the same way Dolly did. Cause Fauna, I feel like I said, I feel like everybody in the house is scared of Ivory. So I just feel like they all like was on Ivory's side against the big three. Like, but the part that be weird to me is people will try to buck up on Big Lex to kiss up to Ivory, but Ivory and Big Lex is cool. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it seemed like everybody that's hiding behind Ivory for protection is coming at Big Lex because they have protection, but it's just like Ivory and Lex is cool. Like, she's literally fighting Darling and Summer and just walking straight past Lex. They're clearly cool. They clearly squashed their stuff and said they wasn't gonna fight no more. So I don't know. That's just kind of weird to me, how it's still kind of like Team Ivory, Team Lex. Well, really, it's the big three versus the whole house, but Lex is the heavy hitter of the big three and Ivory is the heavy hitter of the house. So if this side, so if any side is hiding behind anybody, those are the two people they're gonna be hiding behind. So this is essentially, well, it was a Lex and Ivory season again until Ivory left. Really more of a big three versus Ivory, but I mean, the Lex hate train is so strong this season. I don't know. It seemed like there's another Lex season. But that was just my point with Fauna. I don't really understand where her issue with Lex came in. The first time they fought was because she felt like she needs to grab her friends when she breaks up a fight versus the people her friends are fighting. But Ivory did the same thing. So that's what I'm saying, like, I don't know. I don't really understand it. I feel like they be coming at Lex to kind of show their allegiance to Ivory, but it's like, Ivory and Lex is cool. So I don't know. I don't be understanding it. I feel like Fauna. Fauna is really holding on to Lex for a storyline. It's really bothering me. It really is bothering me. Because I tried to like Fauna. And she's just doing corny stuff. And then on top of that, she don't even know how to fight. She just keep getting beat up, and then you want to keep throwing stuff. So Fauna, you disappointed me, girl. Who's the other two? Kate Rican, I never really cared for her. She's easily the weakest of three to me. I'm not talking about like personality. I'm not talking about fighting wise or nothing like that, but I just mean like as a character on the show overall. She's the weakest link. I don't really have any thoughts about her. Besides, like, I don't think she's funny. I don't know why everybody else thinks she's so funny. She's not funny to me. The stuff she be saying don't be funny. But yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on her. And then Cold Killer, the one who was allegedly a colorist. I did see the comment that she made about Diamond beforehand. She made a comment a long time ago, but then a little bit before the season, it resurfaced and she doubled down on it. Now, as the colorist police, I am the colorist police. I'm gonna be honest. If that was the only incident, because I hadn't seen any incidents other than that, I want to say maybe she has grown, because she don't really give me colorist vibes on the show. She actually seems pretty cool. Like, that was really my only hang up about her, was the comments that I heard she had made about Diamond. But other than that, I actually really like her. She's actually my favorite out of the three. But I'm just like, girl, I don't know. Are you a colorist or I don't know. So yeah, that's like really my only thing with her. But other than that, I like her. She stands on business. She's funny. Now, she is funny. The way she talks, Dolly ducking wreck, Ursha. She is funny. Cold Killer is actually my favorite out of the trio. Because she got the most heart to me. I felt so bad for her when her friends left her downstairs and Lex was like, who ripped my wig? Cold Killer, if you don't tell me, we gonna have to fight. I felt so bad for her. She was just like, we just gonna have to fight. And then Fauna came down there and was like, Scotty did it, because I'm not fighting you. But yeah, she got heart. I like her. I think she deserved a chain more than Fauna. I don't know why Fauna got a chain. She got a chain for completing an obstacle course. She didn't deserve the chain. I feel like out of those three, Cold Killer probably deserved the chain the most. So yeah, those are my thoughts on those three. Who's the other? Are there any other newbies? Oh, what's her name? The real African queen, Choco. So, I don't like Choco either. I don't know what Choco's problem is, but she just always want to fight somebody, and then she don't know how to let it go. Like, she came in, she got snuck by Diamond, but it's like, girl, you came down there with Dolly trying to be funny. You can act like you didn't know they had problems all you want, but at this point, anybody who comes on Baddies, I'm pretty sure you've seen the show and seen the season beforehand, and you knew where Diamond and Dolly had left off. So I'm not buying it. I didn't know what was going on. I was just feeling, I'm not buying it. You came down there being messy and you got what you was looking for. Then she wanted to keep fighting. And then her eye kept getting messed up every time she fought Diamond, which I thought was hilarious. Because Choco was winning the fights, but she was also the only one walking away with the damage. Like, literally, her eye got messed up every time her and Diamond fought. It was one round where Diamond actually messed up both of her eyes at the same time. Yeah, so that's what she get. Because she don't really know how to let stuff go. Like, she wanted to keep fighting Diamond, and it's just like, girl, do you not notice that, like, she's getting you in your eye every time you fight her? Like, stop fighting her. Just let it go. And then she fought K-Rican for no reason. She came in throwing shade at Elsie. I don't like Choco. If she couldn't fight, y'all wouldn't like her like that either. Next. I feel like that was all the new people. Who was the special guest? Marissa. Who were the other special guests? Amber Rose and her niece. I mean, they just got there, so I don't really have nothing to say about that. Oh, what I will say is that her real niece? Like, are they really related? Because the way Amber just be sitting there watching her get beat up, they can't be blood related. They can't be. What else? Did I forget? You know what? I'm gonna have to look it up because I feel like I got it. Well, I'm saving the big three for last, obviously, but because they are the talk of the season. Oh, Ivory too, but who else did I forget? I feel like it was a lot of girls on this season. The Tommy Rowley thing was so funny, y'all. Tommy told her she walked into them bullets, and you know what? She was right, actually. She was right. Tommy came in there to address Akbar. Tinka and Rowley kept inserting themselves in the situation. Tommy and Akbar were talking. Tinka wanted Akbar and Tommy to fight. They didn't want to do that. Tinka and Rowley then started walking towards Tommy. Tommy defends herself. You walked into those bullets, babe. Yeah, but Rowley got her lick back, as she should. Let's see. Baddies Africa cast. Okay, yeah, let's see the cast. Oh, Anna. I forgot about Anna. I feel like Anna needed to be humbled, low-key. I know Natalie doesn't have the power to fire everybody, but I mean, it is still a hierarchy there. You know, some of y'all are not gonna get away with being able to hit Natalie, and I guess Anna thought she was one of the people who could get away with it, and she learned real quick that she's not. Not Biggie. Biggie not even on this. Biggie and Time out, y'all. Honestly, okay. So I thought I wasn't gonna like Biggie last season because she got on my nerves at the Caribbean reunion. But honestly, last season, Biggie didn't do nothing wrong. She really didn't. She didn't deserve that timeout. I don't feel like she should have jumped in that fight with Anna at the reunion because Anna jumped in the fight. It wasn't even her fight. I think it was Scotty's fight. Then Anna jumps in it. So then why would Biggie then jump in because Anna jumped in? Like, that's just weird to me. And then also she kept saying she got jumped. Like, girl, nobody jumped you. Like, and if you got jumped, why you not mad at, why she don't ever get mad at Tasiki for not helping her? Why she always get mad at Biggie? Like, Tasiki essentially watched you get jumped too. So, I don't, even though you didn't get jumped. But yeah, I don't feel like Biggie deserved that time out. Cause she fought Nunu, she fought Jaden, she threw a bag at Akbar to shut her up. The only person she really didn't fight was the big three, and she didn't have any beef with them, and neither did Anna. She just kept inserting herself. So I don't feel like the timeout was justified. Like, I don't feel like she really did anything, but what I will say is I'm glad she wasn't on this season, because they probably would have tore her up. Biggie, that was probably a blessing in disguise, because everybody on this cast has ran at least 10 rounds. So, blessing in disguise. We'll just be grateful. Who else? Oh, Pretty P. I forgot about Pretty P. Pretty P is very disappointing this season. Like, I never really noticed it, but she just follows behind Ivory like crazy. Ivory cool with the big three, she cool with the big three. Ivory booing them on stage, she booing them on stage. Ivory ran up on Dolly, she wanna run up on Summer. Like, Pretty P is really giving follower. And I don't understand why she randomly tried to fight Summer again before she left. It's like, you said you dropped it. After she threw your watch in the pond, mind you, I would have never dropped that. She dropped it, and then once you got the watch back and realized that it was not fixed, duh, it wasn't. It was thrown in a pond. But then once you realize it's not fixed, now you want to beef again. I don't think that's what it was. I think what it is the big three are the star of the show right now. Clearly, everybody's trying to have their own little trio, Pretty Three, trio, blah, blah, blah. Everybody want their own big three. And Pretty P really made it back on the season off of her beef with Dolly, really. The big three is not beefing with Pretty P this season. They are beefing with the other three, the pretty three. So now who is Pretty P beefing with? I mean, Summer gave you a little bit of drama in the beginning, but that was just like the first 3 episodes. Other than that, she hasn't really done anything but lapdog Ivory. So I feel like she wanted to start that beef up with Summer again to try to get some camera time, but it just made her look stupid, because you should have never forgave her in the first place. But you did that following behind Ivory, knowing you was really still mad about that watch. So now that you got the watch back, you see that the damage is done. Now you want to fight again. Also coupled with the fact that you haven't had any camera time this season, and fighting Summer is the easiest way to get some camera time. Fighting anybody in the big three, but clearly you don't want it with Dolly no more. And honestly, Summer can fight now. Like, she is not the weakest link no more. Like, she really be dropping them. Like, she can fight now. So I don't know. They can all fight now. So it ain't no weakest link. They the big three for real. And last and certainly not least, we are going to talk about the big three. Now, this has been a very controversial season for them. A lot of people feel like they're being hypocritical. A lot of people feel like they are just being a complete menace to the house and just tormenting. Well, really it's mainly Summer and Dolly. And then Lex gets a lot of backlash for being their friends. Now let me just talk about that. I kind of understand where y'all are coming from with that, because yes, being friends with the wrong people can hinder you. You know, it's definitely important to have the right people surrounded by you that are like you, all of that. So I get what y'all mean. You know, you are who you hang around. You can be guilty by association, blah, blah, blah. The only reason I don't feel like that applies here is because she knows when to join them with the antics, and she knows when stuff is too far. Like, she didn't have anything to do with the watch going in the pond. You know, Summer threw that and nobody peeped it, but Dolly told her to do that.
Start the water. Stop. No. Start the water. Start the water.
Dolly told her to throw that watch in the pond. So Summer got all the backlash for that, but Dolly actually told her to do it. Summer takes the heat for a lot of stuff that both her and Dolly be doing, because Dolly made the Emmett Till comment as well. But hey, everybody just be so mad at something. But yeah. Anyway, like I was saying, she don't join in on all their antics. She didn't have anything to do with that watch going in the pond. she didn't have anything to do with the horse poop, them throwing the horse poop around. She really don't be on that with them. No, she really didn't start with the pretty three on the first episode. You know, she was just fighting because her friends was fighting, but she wasn't arguing with them. So she really don't join in on their antics. So I can easily separate her from them and say she's just being a good friend. Really the only thing she joins in with them on is whoever they're beefing with. She's not gonna like whoever they don't like. Obviously, we're friends. If you don't like my friend, you don't like me. That's really the only thing she joins in on. As far as like the antics and the other stuff that they be doing, that y'all be dragging them for, she don't do that stuff. So I don't really understand why everyone hates her so much. I understand her having the wrong friends and stuff, but she don't really deserve the hate she gets, in my opinion. But I mean, they are the villains of the season, for sure. They are for sure the villains of the season, but I don't mind a villain. I don't mind a villain. You just gotta own the villain, okay? And they are owning it, so I'm not mad at it. I never liked Summer. Summer is still ignorant. She's been ignorant since episode 1 of Baddies Midwest. If y'all go back to my review of the first few episodes of Baddies Midwest, I never liked Summer. Remember, y'all thought she was a star of the show, and you know she was y'all MVP the first few episodes of Baddies Midwest because she was fighting everybody and she was standing on business. Y'all was like, ooh, she's standing on business. She ain't scared. Ooh. I never liked Summer, and I still don't like Summer. So I'm not surprised by anything she is doing. It does not surprise me. I'm a pretty good judge of character. I saw this from day one. And it's Dolly shocked me. I didn't see that coming from Dolly, but Summer's been the exact same way since day one. She got into a fight with everybody on the bus. On her first episode, guys. She's been the same way. And then as far as Dolly, I think Dolly has the potential to be a good villain if she would just get from up under Summer. Like, I don't know who be coming up with these ideas. Obviously, it was her idea to throw the watch in the pond because she told Summer to do it. The horse poop, I feel like that was Summer's idea. I don't know, maybe that's just who she is. I was gonna say get from up under Summer, which is crazy because that's the same thing I'll be saying about Lex. I guess I get it now. But like I said, she don't really join in on their antics. Like Summer and Dolly, they be here. They be here with the antics. Lex don't really be joining in on that stuff. But I don't know, maybe that's just who she is. But if it's not, then she needs to get away. Not get away from Summer, like, but just do it how Lex do it. Like, you know, she going too far, just let her go. You don't have to join in on that stuff. I think she has the potential to be a good villain though. Like she's a good villain this season. I'm actually enjoying her. But she's just doing some stuff that's just a little bit too far for me. Some of the stuff she's doing is like too far, but she's a good villain. Like she definitely got potential. Yeah, I feel like that. Oh, Ivory. How I forget about Ivory? I can't forget Ivory. Ivory really disappointed me this season. I'm not even sure. Why did she leave? What did she say she left for? She just said she had some stuff to take care of, right? I don't know. I feel like whatever she had to take care of, I feel like it could have waited. Because she wasn't even specific. Like when she left, she said she was going to jail. And then she came back. So, you know, I don't really feel like you went to go take care of something. Because you didn't come back like you did last time. Yeah, I don't really know why Ivory left, but it was just random. Did you leave because you wanted to fight Dolly, or like, I don't really know. Ivory was a little bit boring this season, and I hate to say girls not boring when they don't fight. It really wasn't that. It was just she was trying, like, I feel like she was trying to be MVP this season. Like, I don't know, like she over here breaking up fights, coaching people how to fight. One minute you don't like Tavy, the next minute you feel bad for her trying to help her. I don't really know what Ivory was doing this season. Was she trying to be the mediator, or like, to me it just seemed like she was going for MVP. I just feel like she wanted the fans to be like, oh, look at Ivory being the mediator. Look at her, you know, coaching all of the girls that can't fight. Look at her being the nice girl. And then it's just obvious that you're trying to form this team against the big three. You tried to form your own little trio, Diamond and Pretty P, who don't even like each other, and fake squash their beef so they could be this fake little trio. So I don't know what Ivory was doing this season. This is like a completely different Ivory from Midwest. So yeah, I think, Diamond. Diamond has also disappointed me this season. I don't know what, Diamond and Ivory, I don't really like them like that this season. Because again, it just seems like her and Diamond and Ivory is just trying to form an entire team against the big three, or trying to have the whole house against the big three. Like, it's weird. I don't really know what Diamond is on. She's all up under Ivory too. She's a lapdog of Ivory's this season too. Like, she's leeching onto her for protection or something. Actually, she is, because she didn't want to fight Choco. She wanted Ivory to keep taking her fades for her. I don't know that I really like Diamond like that this season. And then I heard she just signed to 1501, which is like incredibly stupid. You know, I hope she read her contract. She seems like a smart girl, but this was just a really dumb decision. Honestly, I don't even care what's in the contract. I wouldn't work with them just off of the reputation. Like, it just wasn't smart to me. So I hope she knows what she's doing with that. But yeah, I think that's everybody. Any moments? Let's see, what moments do I want to talk about? Any favorite moments of my, I like seeing Scotty get punched on, even though a lot of it was edited out. Cause Scotty's just been running her mouth this season. Like, I'm like, girl, you think you can't get touched? Security, they let you get touched this time. I guess Lemmy ain't playing with nobody. They letting Natalie get touched. They letting Scotty get touched. Scotty done got her a whole black eye. I guess they ain't playing with nobody no more. Tavi, you know what? I don't care for Tavi, but when Dolly took her chain, and that scene where she literally kept fighting her until she got that chain back, she ate that. Tavi ate that. Oh, it was funny when in the beginning Natalie and Diamond were going at it, and she told Diamond to do Baddy shot a clock. And Diamond just started doing a bunch of splits, and she was being sarcastic with it.
Just want to know, we don't have to fight.
Baddy shot a clock!
Yes!
Baddy shot a clock!
Yes!
That was funny to me. Oh, a moment that y'all probably found funny, but I didn't, was when she did the people's elbow thing in the club. I didn't find that funny at all. I thought that was crazy. Pretty sure that's what got them kicked out of the club. I think Diamond, you're getting too old to be doing stuff. Like, that was just ridiculous. Isn't Diamond almost 40? I'm pretty sure she's up there with Natalie. Like, that wasn't funny to me. Yeah. This season. Oh, Rolly versus Russian Cream. Rolly versus Russian Cream. And Rolly versus Tommy is letting me know that Rolly fights better with this new body. Because she was not playing with Russian Cream. Now, the Tommy thing, when they actually fought, like the first round, it was kind of a tie. I feel like Rolly got that good hit that dropped her. But as far as the fight, it wasn't really... But with Russian Cream, Rolly definitely fights better with the new body. So yeah. Yeah, I think that's about it for right now. I think that's all I wanted to say. I don't know that I have favorites this season. I mean, I still like Lex. I still like Lex. I still like Rolly. like Cold Killer. Yeah, I guess so. But as far as like a favorite newbie, I mean, Cold Killer's the only newbie that I like, but I don't like her like that to be saying she's my favorite newbie. So, I mean, I guess I don't have one. And the whole Stunna Anna thing, Ivory, she got Ivory too. That was cool, that was interesting, but I would have just much rather seen her in the house. Now, I don't know if she was scared to be in the house with Ivory. Possibly, because they would have been in another country and all of her goons couldn't pull up. So she probably was scared, but I think it would have been better if she was on the season and actually stayed in the house, and then Anna stayed, so you would have got that. And then she also knows Cold Killer, and they sound alike, so that's not surprising. So, I mean, Stunna would have had a lot of storylines. I think that probably would have made it a little bit more interesting if, like, Stunna and Anna actually stayed in the house. I think that probably could have saved the season, possibly. But yeah, those are my opinions on Baddies right now. They have just lost the plot. Like that is just not, it's just not looking good. It's not fun to talk about. It's not fun to watch. Not really fun to talk about anymore, because it's just like, you really just talking about who's staying on business and who can fight and who can't. It's just literally turned into a fighting show. Like, it's getting out of hand to the point where Marissa left because she had 2 black eyes. Like, and Natalie got the nerve to be telling them she don't care about their bruises and, oh well, go make a t-shirt and make some money off of it. Like, this is not normal to be fighting somebody 6-7 times a day, and then you get a black eye, and then you go ice it, and you just fight tomorrow, you get another eye. Like, how many times has Tavy's eye been messed up? How many times has Choco's eye been messed up over the course of a few weeks? That's not normal. So yeah, this is just getting completely out of hand. It just seems like somebody gets marked up every time they fight. And just imagine you, like, just put yourself in that position, having to constantly fight somebody, and they don't even go 1 round no more. They go about 5, 6. So it's just getting out of hand to me. But those are my opinions on Baddies Africa. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about it. Are y'all enjoying the season? Let me know in the comments down below. Stay happy, healthy, and all of that good stuff. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.